My name is Miss Ndukwe Gladys Uzoma. With me here is Mr. Ekene Amadi, a member of the People's Democratic Party in Aboh Ngokbala Federal Constituency. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma.
Can you tell us your party activities in regards to the forthcoming elections?
Okay. As a party, the PDP in Aboh Ngokbala Federal Constituency, they've been doing their ways of things, trying to make sure that at the end of the day, PDP takes the day after every voting. But I realize something happens when the wishes of the general voters are being trampled upon by few people who think that they are in charge of the constituency, thereby making the wishes of the common man, who are the electoral, as in the people who are supposed to vote, who are supposed to be represented in the assembly, are being thwarted. So, my dear, the PDP is not really doing best, to my best of knowledge, because of what they really think they're into.
One of your party aspirants for Aboh Ngokbala Federal Constituency is in court to contest the outcome of the primary election. Tell us what happens before and after the primaries.
Okay. For a candidate or an aspirant to petition about the outcome of every primaries is as a result of when things that are normal, supposed to be done normally, are then done the other way around. You know, he has a right to decide either to throw in the towel or go to seek for redress in the court. But now, one of our aspirants, Dr. Uzoma Ogochukwu, decided to go to court because of what he seems that is not right, what we believe that is not right, what the general populace is thinking that is not the best way. Okay, a situation where in the polity, we have two sister local governments in Aboh Ngokbala who distributes, as in who shares their seats turn by turn. The Aboh has taken their turn for 3 times with in the person of Right Honorable Meki Hediohan. And before he entered office, one Greg Egu was there. After taking a term, Meki Hediohan entered and stayed 3 times in that same office. Now, when another election came up, he went to Ngokbala in the person of Bideke, Honorable Bideke, who went there for first and second term. Now, Aboh deems that this is outrightly our turn. But a situation where you are going to a battle with multiple interest groups, you know you will crash out at the end. So the Aboh patrons, the leaders of Aboh, for the first time in the history of politics in Aboh Ngokbala, decided to let us do it inward within ourselves, within themselves, and decided to have a sort of mock primaries so that they can filter out all the interests in Aboh, so that they can go to the polls with one person to foster victory, because the other candidate is from Ngokbala, who is already on seat. So they decided to do a mock primaries, which they agree that whatever the outcome, the Aboh PDP will abide by it. They even advised all candidates not to purchase any form pending the outcome of the mock primaries. So after on the mock primaries, it was done peaceful, very fair and credible. The only election I know that has never been done without impunity. So it was done, and Dr. Uzoma Ogochukwu pulled a total vote of 48, defeating his closest rival, Engineer Chibuza Agolanna, with who pulled 43 votes, a case of 5 votes. So after the election, even before the election, they made them make a pledge that they will always abide by the outcome of the election. Then during the election, they saw how it went. When the election was conducted, when the votes were counted, Aguilana was the first person to stand up from his seat, went to Dr. Uzoma Gochukwu and congratulated him, gave him a brotherly hug, and left. We celebrated this man because he's a man that has the will of the masses. So, something from nowhere, interest of one particular leader who refused to understand that when you have 3 children or more that is fighting for one thing, you don't need to side anybody.
Yes.
Whoever that wins becomes your child. So you take him for the next stage of election. But he decided to take it the other way, start making jest of the simple, pure, fair, and credible mock primaries they made. So they started telling people that there's nothing like that. But all the same, we believe that the party is supreme. So they advised him to go and pick a form, which is against what the party agreed. Okay, fine. He went and picked the form, as against the interest of the general masses of Aboh mbaise. Then on the election day proper, the primaries, which was supposed to be held at the headquarters of our federal constituency, either in Ngobala or in Aboh mbaise. But the last election was held in Ngobala. Okay. But this time it's supposed to be in Aboh mbaise. But because I don't know, or maybe they want to have their way as they normally used to do in politics, they moved it to the capital of Owerri. It was supposed to hold on a particular day. We came, galvanized our supporters, did everything we were supposed to do. To our surprise, on that day, it was postponed to a later day. We accepted the fact because we believe we are going home with victory. On the election day, my sister, you have to understand that when people really want to mess you up, they might not understand that when you step on the tails of a tiger, the outcome will not be so easy. So on the election day, all the delegates casted their vote. But when it was being counted, there are so many times, like countlessly, when there are so many shootings at the primary venue. People were scrabbling for safety. They off the generator more than 4 or 5 times.
Wow.
And at the end of the day, Aboh mbaise vote, which is supposed to be hard as are doing it that day, because I watch it happen. If every local government vote, they count and declare. Aboh mbaise voted before every other local government in Owerri zone. But they dragged it into the night and declared it at the last, thereby having their way, rigging this young man of his hard-earned victory. If you are a man who knows that you did your homework very well, you're supposed to seek redress. That's why Dr. Uzoma Gochukwu is in court. Thank God that Appeal Court has done justice to it by nullifying the election. Order for a rerun. You can imagine when the rerun is being ordered, these men went behind the closed door, decided to do a kind of kangaroo primaries. They didn't even invite INEC. There was no single of INEC presence in the primaries. They mocked it. There's in the rerun they did. After which, INEC did justice to and said, we can't honor this one. And thank God, the Appeal Court has given an injunction to hold them, stop them from further parading him as a candidate. And in case further doing a kind of primaries again until Supreme Court decides very well. I think that should be the best thing that has happened in Aboh mbaise.
Are there attempts by anyone to hijack the party system?
Saying that, asking me this question, I say, are you trying to tell us that Nigeria and this their undemocratic process is in existence? Yes, it's in existence. Look at what is happening in the National Assembly. Look at what is happening in even the ruling party, the APC. There are heavy interest of 1 or 2 people. Then in the PDP, it's still the same.
Wow. Okay.
One man, for instance, in the gubernatorial case of the PDP in Imo State, he has taken his turn. In 2015, we gave him our support. He lost. He went to court. He lost even at the Supreme Court. In 2019, we still gave him our support. And he won the election for the whole people to enjoy. At the end of the day, he slept over it and lost at the court. He couldn't protect the mandate given to him.
Wow.
Now, in 2023 again, this same one man, as I'm telling you, if you are doing anything in the PDP in Imo State, you are not doing him, my dear, you are just wasting your time.
Okay.
Because he has grown in such a way that whatever you are doing in the party, without him first, you are doing nothing. Thereby making jest of what internal democracy of a political party supposed to be. A political party supposed to have a free and equal level ground for every player, every actor. I'm not supposed to be, like for instance, I'm a chairman, I'm not supposed to have a private candidate. You are a senator, you are a governor, you are supposed to allow it to have a free flow, yes, so that whoever wins is a win for all.
Yes.
But when you allow yourself to be used, like what is happening in Aboh and Ngobala, you find out that it's only one man who has decided to make it so obvious that if it's not him, nothing else. Can you call that in democracy? Democracy, as defined by a layman, is a government of the people, for the people, and by the people.
Exactly.
You are a contestant in everything you do. You're supposed to equally allow other contestants to test their weight, their popularity, and to know if at all they can be useful to the population, to the timid masses of Aboh and Ngobala. Yes, you ask him that he's having a good interest, maybe, as he dimly feel that he has a good interest of the masses. Others might have an idea that is better than that of his. He should also allow them to add their own view, know them, and assimilate them. Allow everybody to participate freely, since it's politics.
Okay.
If I have a better opinion, you support me. But it mustn't be you. And this, it must be me, has been our problem. And I pray by the grace of God, this godfatherism of a thing in Aboh and Ngobala will be so much stopped with time. Thank you so much.
Is there power sharing formula in the party in your local government area?
Yes, I believe. Because I know so well that even in the opposition, in the national level, there is power sharing formula, which is called zoning. In Aboh and we have 3 political blocks: the Enyato, the Okover, and the Nguru block. In this race, this House of Representatives, when it came to Aboh and an OK block man took it in the person of Hediohan. It went back to Ngobala. It has come back, before it came back to Aboh and the Nguru block has gone for House of Assembly, gone again. Enyato has done that. OK block keep taking the slot for the governorship.
Okay.
Now, when the House of Rep returns, the Enyato political bloc decided to shoot for the House of Rep. Since House of Assembly will go to OK bloc.
Okay.
Because the sitting House of Assembly member is from Nguru bloc.
Okay.
So, I don't know why, after knowing that this is the way Aboh and does their thing normally. And in case of where you are doing this, an Nguru man came up. This same man that came and thwarted the whole issue is an Nguru man. He came with his interest, aligning with the power that be, that doesn't want the peace in Aboh and
Okay.
always taking for themselves, deciding what happens in Aboh and when the masses are crying for a different thing. Just like my principal, who understands that there are zoning formula, believe that it is Enyato's turn, and has did his assignments, dotted his I's and crosses his T's, believed, and I equally believe, that if these things are not being corrected, subsequently, other times that comes, you see that zoning thing will be thwarted, because Ngobala people are not in the race in the PDP.
Okay.
Though they tried, but they know that they're only trying, because they've gone, and this is the turn. If it is the turn of Aboh mbaise, in Aboh mbaise, there are another political bloc that's supposed to be their turn. So if we don't respect this zoning thing, that is giving the equity, fairness, and justice in the party, that means the PDP is heading to a crash. So I believe my advice is for them to understand that this zoning formula is supposed to be respected.
Okay.
And abide in as much as we have political interest. So let them understand that if you don't respect this, you are dearly fighting against the masses. Thank you.
What is the way forward for your party in Aboh mbaise Ngobala Federal Constituency? Is there moves for reconciliation?
I believe very well that Aboh mbaise Ngobala PDP have a way forward. A way forward in the sense that they have to do justice for themselves, if truly they want to be at the ballot. Should anything outside this, the justice, I believe they can't, but they should do justice and give peace a chance. And for reconciliation, they need to go and seek every actor, talk to them, reason with them, align with them, so that even if after this court case, the aggrieved members of the party will not work for opposition, thereby jeopardizing the interests of the general party. So they should do their best. Try. They should throw away pride. They should swallow their arrogance. They should come down to the masses. Ask them what they want. I believe they will know the true minds of the masses. Because if they don't do that, they are heading to rock, and they won't survive it.
Okay.
Again, they should caution whoever that is interested in the Aboh mbaise Ngobala for any particular position to avoid the godfatherism that is plunging us into disunity.
Okay.
They should stop this one cock crow for every other cocks not to crow. They should stop this witch hunting. They should stop this unnecessary political rivalry.
Exactly.
And put their house in order.
Okay.
So that at the end of the day, victory will be assured. Thank you very much.
Dear viewers, you've heard from the horse's mouth the happenings in PDP in Aboh mbaise Ngobala Federal Constituency. Thank you very much. Bye for now.